Bonjour tout le monde. Welcome to the differential classes. Now it's the initiative to study the French. So the question arises कि why we should study French? आप सभी का स्वागत है differential classes में. यहाँ पे एक नई क्लास स्टार्ट होने जा रही है जो कि फ्रेंच की. So what is the motto or what is the need to study French? Do you want to study abroad or do you want to go for the medicals in any of the European countries or even you want to settle in Canada? So you must know the French language. Now here itself in India we are studying French because the French language has been introduced into the curriculum as per the new NEP 2020. Now what should be the approach for studying French? Let me tell you. We always look for the greetings. That is, what are the greetings? That means good morning, good afternoon, good night, and even how are you? I am fine, I am not good, thank you kind of a thing. These all come in a greeting, but that you can search in the Google. So why you should study and why you should study it properly and how you should study properly, this is the main thing. We all can see the greetings in the YouTube, in the Google itself, but you will hardly find a teacher that will gonna tell you about the grammatical portion. And what are the grammatical portion that you must study? That is the pronoun, the noun, the adjective, their placements in the French, and the most important, that is the tenses. So what about the tenses and how we should do it in French? Any idea about that? Okay, no idea. I am here to tell you those things. In a French language, there are no tenses, but there are three categories of, yes, my friends, three categories of words that will gonna help us for the French language, for learning the French language. Now, what are those categories? Let me tell you. It has been divided into three parts. That is the ER verbs, the IR verbs, and the RE verbs. Now anyone who has studied French might be knowing about the ER, IR, and RE verb, but there are many new students or even the new person who are like adding with us, who will be watching up the video. Even if you are living in India or abroad or outside the India, you can get connected to us and you can study that as well. Now there are three categories of words, and plus there is one more thing also, that is the irregular verb. I can say like this. So what is their meaning? I simply mean whatever the verbs will be, it will gonna come in ER or IR or RE. For example, you can say that I am speaking je parle le français, I speak the French. So it comes in the ER category. That is PARLER. It ends with ER. Now I am saying je finis le repas. I finish the meal. It comes in the IR category. Okay? That is FINIR. This means to finish. And then the new category or the last category of the word is RE. Let us take an example for this. Comprendre. What does this mean? Comprendre means to understand. To understand. Like if I say je comprends le français, it means I understand the French or the French language. And the new category is the irregular. But for knowing this, we must have a basic knowledge of ER, IR, or even the RE verbs. So I told you about the three categories, and now the last category is the irregular verbs. What are those verbs? These are the être verb. Like if I say I am, you are a boy, I am a boy, I am a girl. So it always comes in this category, that is the être verb. Then the second word that comes is avoir. This means to have. Like I say, I have 5 pens. J'ai 5 stylos. Or j'ai 5 stylos. Then certain more verbs like aller. This means to go. So now I have already told you about the three categories, and this one was the irregular verb. So clearly I can tell you about the thing is that about the French is that there are three categories of verbs and one more category, that is a irregular verb. So we just study these verbs properly and we conjugate those to make it to the past sentence, to the present sentence, and even for the future. We do not study the tenses, as there are no tenses in French. We just use a word to conjugate it to the past, present and future. So thank you friends, just stay tuned and stay connected. I will be there to help you, to guide you to master the language of French, and I hope that your motto for learning French will be fulfilled. Thank you and stay tuned for the French by the differential classes. Thank you.